At first, the songwriting process wasn't existent, and it kind of scared me a little bit because I didn't know I was supposed to be in the studio as soon as I was going to be for this record, and we're here in the studio now. Welcome. And I didn't know I thought I had a couple more months, and so when I heard I was going in the studio in like 2 months, this was a couple months ago, I was like, gosh, I only have like 2 songs that I'm really proud of, that I've written, and so I freaked out for a little bit, but then I just kind of sat down, and I think a lot of playing live so much over this last year has really helped me as far as what kind of songs I want to sing and what kind of message I want to have on this next record, and so it's been actually really, really fun and surprisingly easy. It's just like, man, we need, we'll just be sitting in the studio, and it's like, I feel like I'll tell Pete, the producer, like, hey, we need that one low-key moment where it's just that special moment on the record that only this one song does. It's like, okay, write it. 30 minutes later, I'll be like, I think this is it, and then we track it. It's just been a really, really fun, rewarding, easy process. During the last year and a half of touring this last record, I've really found that I wanted not only songs that like God directed that people can join in and sing with me, but also songs that would actually maybe challenge people and be directed at people and people's hearts to like get up off their seats, and let's live a life of purity and holiness and after God's heart. And that's what one of these songs is, this After Your Heart. And I love the pre-chorus because it kind of says the whole song in a couple sentences. It says, "Let's be the revolution that lives for holding nothing back, hold nothing back," And it's just pretty much challenging people that at the beginning, that's the words are, "Can I have your attention?" What are we doing here? Just look around, And it's one of those songs I can't wait to sing live because I feel like it's going to be, because I just love the story behind it. And the chorus says, "We're after your heart as all the walls are breaking apart." And so now we'll live like we see it, live by faith. We'll love like we mean it. And now we're making a start. We're after your heart kind of thing. It's just kind of one of those get up and fight kind of songs, which I've never written before and I've never had on a record before. And I'm kind of excited. I'm touring with David Crowder, the David Crowder Band, and the Myriad. And both those bands I'm incredibly excited to go out with. Well, first of all, the tour in itself is going to be something new and different for me because it's going to be all clubs, like House of Blues is, and we're going to like the Fillmore in San Francisco and the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York and stuff, and just places that I would go and see some of my favorite bands at, and never dreamed that I could actually be on the stage in these places. And so I'm really excited about that in itself. And then to be, I've just been a fan of David Crowder since his first record, and I was just recently. Well, about a year ago, last summer, I was turned on to the Myriad's music, and I think they're a great band, and I couldn't be happier, really. I'm really, really excited. I remember one time I pulled at my school. I pulled the fire alarm because I got angry one day, and I was just like, well, that's it, And so I jumped up and grabbed it, and that was the worst. I remember crying and getting sent to the principal's office, and that's about all the trouble I've gotten into. Well, as a child.